Hi, welcome to our channel. My name is Maureen Wenaina, a bridal consultant from White Rose Fashions, and today I'm going to be taking you through 10 mistakes that brides make during gown hunt or gown search. Yes, but before I do that, have you subscribed to our channel? If you haven't, kindly do that below. Kindly like and comment. Now, number one, budget. Now, there's a problem with majority of bridal shops in Kenya. They don't ask the bride their budget. They will take her through the whole process of fitting the gown and making you like the gown, and then later you can sit down now and talk business, whereby they will give you the price. And I am not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it should not be done that way, but you need there is no point of making you go through like 20 or 10 gowns, and then at the end of the day someone will tell you you can't afford it, it's not on your budget, or they are going to mention a figure at the end of it when you're already excited and you've pictured yourself like, on that day this is the dress I will wear, and then boom, they tell you the price is like triple your budget. So the first thing you should consider is your budget. Like, a bridal shop should be able to give you a range. Like, our gowns, they go from this much to this much, and we would like to know your budget. Now, there's a problem there, because most of the people, if you ask them what is your budget, they will be thinking like you want to take advantage, or they might give you a raw deal for a cheaper gown or something like that. But no, they're just trying to make you not go through a whole hassle of, like a repeat of exactly what I have said. My point number two, when I have mentioned, like, when you go to a bridal shop, you're supposed to tell them what exactly you want. Majority of brides, like 80% of the brides, they don't know what they want. It is not wrong, don't get me wrong. It is not wrong not to know what you want because you're a new bride, but at least make some effort. Go through the internet, try and find out what is in the internet and what you would like, or what is I'll get to what I'm about to say, because what you would like and what should go by your body, there are two different agendas here. But whether you don't know what will look good in your body or not, at least try and find out what you want. Go through images, go through Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, other people's Nigerian weddings. They do a lot of weddings. I think that's the best place to do your research on. You can be able to get to know, at least you have a background check on what you want, so that when you get to the shop, we don't tire. We will take you through if you don't know, but it will help you more if you get to know exactly what you want. You might end up not getting exactly what you want, but you can get something closer to what you want, because you already described what you wanted, and we can be able to envision and know where to start with you. My point number three is shopping too early and shopping too late. Now, let's start with shopping too early. I had someone condemning bridal shops, saying that bridal shops should not put charges for fitting and things like this. But a bridal shop is not a shop that you walk into every day. Like, you get into a shop and just buy a dress, you will fit like 5 dresses and leave. No, a gown has so much in it. Like, when you're fitting, you will find a gown is made of like 12 layers of tulle. There's a petticoat involved. There's a lacer back that you can spend like a whole 10 minutes. Depends with how the length of the lacer back and all that. So you find that a bride will wake up one day, and others are not even, you wake up one day, your wedding is in December 12th. But because of the excitement, January 12th, you are in the first bridal shop, and you want to fit everything, and you know for sure in your heart, like, you cannot commit to a gown that early, because you might change your weight, you might have seen way other more prettier designs and decide to go by them. way later in the course of your 12 months. So it is advised, I would advise that please ensure that when you're looking for a gown, don't do it too early. Don't do it. It's too much. I'm not saying we are tired of of fitting you gowns when you visit. Don't do your gown hunt or gown search too early. Again, don't do it too late, because when we find brides who, when you come the last minute, that is the time you want to do everything. You want to go to all social media. You want to find all the designs and incorporate them into one. You want a custom made. Now you have felt you don't want these gowns in this shop. You want a custom, and you don't have time. So you end up being a frustrated bride. You end up settling for less, because that is not what you wanted, only because you are at your comfort zone thinking that I have time, I'll go. There's still time, I'll go. 7 months, I have time, I'll go. 6 months, I'll have time, I'll go. No. So what am I saying? Like 6 months to your wedding, you should already be having your gown, or you should, that's the first month, you should be engaging a bridal shop to get your gown. 4 months minimum, you should be able to be having your gown with you, so that you will stop all this frustration that my gown never arrived, my gown came and I didn't like it, my gown came and it's not what I ordered. I ended up just picking a random gown from the shops and things like that. The other point is trying to please everyone. You will find this bride will come with 4 bridesmaids plus maybe the mom, and they all want different things from the different designs. You know, I always tell my brides that what somebody else is thinking will look good on you, it is actually what will look good on them, because they're giving you their views. So you as the bride, you have the final say. Maybe what they should be accompanying you to come and advise is that gown flattering your body like the way it should be? Is the detail right? Because you'll find that there are gowns that are very pretty, but maybe the shape of your body, maybe I'll find a day when I will address the shapes, different shapes of body types and different kinds of gowns. You find that a gown is good, but it's not fitting you the way, it's not flattering your body. So the minimal people you have, the better, and you'll get to be a happy bride. 50 years down the line, will you look at your pictures and say, one thing I was right about my wedding, I loved my gown. That is all that matters. Now, I know somebody somewhere just sat and came up with this word like cheap. Cheap is expensive. Yeah, I agree. 80% of the time, cheap might be expensive. But this does not define the wedding gown. Maybe this person, whoever said that, did not capture the wedding gown's part. Your gown does not have to be expensive to be amazing. You will find there is a bride who's wearing a 30,000 gown and another one who's wearing 200,000 gown, and you find that the person who was wearing the cheaper one looks way prettier and much more expensive. When you look at it, you know, when you're shopping for, you will want to wear something that looks expensive but it was not expensive. Yeah, so don't have that mentality that when you visit a bridal shop, like White Rose Fashion, when you visit us, we will ask you about your budget. We will tell you that our budget, our gowns, they range from this much to this much. And you'll find majority of the people will tend to ask you, kwani hizo za 100,000 zinakaa aje? Does not mean that maybe it's just a different fabric used. And there are people who are detailed about fabrics. Does not mean that the one that is expensive is the one that is more prettier than the one that we are selling at a low price. It only means that the fabrics used are different, but all of the gowns are pretty. So don't have that mentality. Yeah, slash it. Kabisa. The other point is understanding the weight of the gown. You will find that some gowns, just like I had explained about fabrics, you find that some fabrics are more heavier than others. You find that there's a gown that is very light, another one that is not very heavy, and you will find that there's a gown that is really, really heavy, like 7 kgs. So there are people who don't mind on the weight, but not if you had come with people and you're feeling this gown is really pretty and the weight is manageable, I can be able to move. I'm comfortable in it. It's not like stiff. You can be able to move around with it, and somebody else is telling you, me on my wedding, I wouldn't wear anything that is stressing me or anything that is heavy of the sort. Yes, exactly what they said in their wedding. So concentrate on what you will be comfortable in. The other thing is unrealistic expectations. You find that especially the mermaid gowns, you see, we are human beings and we have joints all over. Like on my hand, I have a joint. On my shoulders, there are joints. On your hip, there are joints, and it applies to every dress that you wear. You can't tell me that when you wear a dress at home, a dress that is body flattering, that dress will not get a fold anywhere. So you find that majority of mermaids, of which it only depends with the fabric. If the fabric used is a flowy and all, it's not a lace applique. Lace applique, it means like there's a fabric called tulle. Tulle has been used and then lace has been applied on top of it. So that is lace applique. But when a dress is all lace, that is a dress that you can wear and it won't have any folds. So if you have a problem with having a fold somewhere, just make sure that your line of bridal, your line of gown hand should not lean onto the gowns that can fold. The gowns that are lace applique will always fold at the hip joints, because you're mobile, you're moving and you can't be straight. Like, yes, I hope you get the point though. Now I have like 2 more points. So let's talk about body types. There are different kinds of body types, and that calls for different kinds of gowns. So you'll find some people are pear, some others are. We all have different body shapes, and for example, myself being in the bridal industry for 5 years, over 5 years actually, I have seen so many brides and what they envisioned and thought will look good on them. When they come, you give them what they want first, and then when you tell them, how about you try this other type of gown, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, I think this one flatters me more than the other one, and you'll find that they end up taking something that they never envisioned that they will wear. So when you go to a bridal shop, be open-minded. Do not be fixed to 80% of the brides. All they know is they want a mermaid gown. I don't know what mermaid did to people. I know we are women and we want to feel our curves are flattering, but it's not all of us who have the body types to do mermaids or to do body hugging kind of gowns. So you will find that when we look at you, immediately you walk in a bridal shop, I look at you, already in my head, I already know what will flatter your body and what will look good on you. So when you're given the first opportunity to try on what you want, when a bridal consultant asks you to try this other different kind, do not say no. I just know I don't want a ball gown. I just know, no, just be open-minded. That's why you've gone for a fitting. So just try and fit and see what is best for you. The other thing is dressing in the dark. You find like some bridal shops you will go, they have different kinds of lighting, and I believe every shop should have very bright, clear lighting that should be able to tell you this gown is exactly the way I can see it, because you'll find that you will purchase a gown and then on the wedding day or the time that you go outside there, you're thinking, okay, I thought the gown was white and it is off-white. Why? Because you are dressing in the dark. Let's just call it in the dark, because if the lighting is not clear white the way it's supposed to be, then you can't be able to envision yourself the way you can be able to envision the gown the way it's supposed to be, the originality or the original color of the gown. Thanks to the internet, the final points, You can be able to get to see other gowns from the internet, or other people wore this and this, and you have stuck those images in your head. And when you're visiting a bridal shop, no matter how many gowns you try on, you're just envisioning this gown that you saw somewhere, and you're thinking, I really want this kind of a gown. So what you can do, if whatever body type it was, you can ask for that body type of a gown. You wear it, and you be sure that I want a ball gown. This is exactly what I want, because I feel my shoulders, it flatters my shoulders or my waistline. I feel I have a tummy, that's why I don't want a mermaid and things like that. And then you can say, now that what I saw on the internet, I can relate it to myself, like I can see myself in it. Then you can decide, since you really want exactly what you saw on the internet, to do a custom-made gown. Now, when you mention a custom-made gown to brides, 80% of them will freak out and tell you, no, I just want a gown that is available. I just want to see myself in it and just be sure, because majority of over the years, people have been disappointed by lying to people, like, we will give you this, and then they end up giving you like a different kind of gown that you really never envisioned. So what you should do is what you should consider is checking the bridal shops. If you know a certain bridal shop, check the social media pages. Some of them have put images that are not real, images that are not their work. So we really try to put for custom-made gowns, like, this is the image that the bride wanted, and this is what she got, and this is on her wedding day. And every bridal shop should be able to prove to you that what you order is exactly what will come. And they should be able to give you examples by telling you, like, this bride, they wanted this, and this is what came. About 10 or more images of what client wanted and what they brought, so that you can be able to trust them. Because again, trusting people when it comes to bridal shops, because they are not normal dresses that you buy every day, they tend to be more expensive. And if it's not just about the money, it's about the value of this day. Like, you get married once, you want something nice and something that you will remember for the rest of your life. Then you should be able to purchase, to do a custom-made gown from a shop that you're sure 100% will give you exactly what you wanted. I can talk and talk forever. I just feel some points running in my head right now, but we have to end it there. Maybe you can say there will be a part 2 next time. This is White Rose Bridal. We are located at Dam Estate on Langata Road, just opposite Carnival Stage. For our social media pages, you can check in the description box below. Kindly like and comment.